Thanks, Scotty. Well, you know, motorcycle fashion has come a long way since the invention of the first black leather jacket. So T.W. Robinson recently went looking for some advice on how to put together the perfect motorcycle wardrobe.
Hi, Courtney.
Hey, TW.
Now, I know that Harley-Davidson has everything that you need for riding, but can you tell me how to find what properly fits you in riding gear?
I sure can. There's really two things to consider when you're looking for riding gear. And of course, for women, it's always the fashion. Do we like it? But there's really even a more important thing to consider, and that is the function. What type of riding are you going to be doing? And what conditions. All of those things enter into what type of riding gear you need to have a more enjoyable ride. This is Liz, and she is going to try on some jackets, and we're going to show her what to look for and fit. Okay, let's try this jacket on. It's kind of a good weight for this time of year, kind of a basic jacket, and this will give us some ideas on what to look for. Okay, put your arms down for me. A lot of times when you try on a jacket, we'll be concerned that the sleeves are too long. Well, it's very important that we try on a jacket where the sleeves are long, because when you go to extend, you want your wrists to be covered. You'll also want to look for a jacket that's got a zipper at the cuff, because in cold weather, you'll put your glove on, tuck it in, and zip it closed. And that will keep the air from coming up in through your wrist and causing your jacket to billow, to blow up.
Now, what about the length of the jacket?
Well, a lot of customers will ask, you know, I want a longer jacket. I'm used to wearing, you know, longer things. I want to cover my hip area. But what you find in riding jackets is they're all short, and people don't understand. Well, when you're sitting on the bike, it's going to ride up. So you want to have it hit at your waist when you're sitting, because if it's longer, it's going to ride up. So that's why you'll see all the riding jackets are going to hit at your hip line.
So Courtney, tell me about chaps. How should chaps fit?
You want to select a pair of chaps that has an adjustable waistband in the back, and that way you really get a custom fit. If it doesn't have lacing here, you want to select one that has elastic, or preferably leather-covered elastic, to make it last longer. Okay, turn for me, Liz. Okay, now that you've got them at the waist, what you want to do is just go ahead and zip them up. There you go. And then we snap them at the bottom. Now, the one thing that I hear most often also is that customers say, oh, they're too long. Do you have them in a petite? Well, they come in one length, and that way they fit everybody, and then you just cut them off. They won't fray. If you prefer to have them hemmed, you can, but we just recommend that you cut them. Now, when you determine where you want to cut them, it's very, very important that you cut them long. So when she's standing straight up like this, it looks like maybe she should, you know, cut them right here. Well, you've got to consider you're going to be sitting on a bike. So I recommend that you actually go and sit on a bike. You kind of squat for me. See how it's going to raise it up some? And you actually want it to break on your boot.
Perfect.